it's a brand new day full of life and you are waking up to it. So yes, you're blessed. The world is waking up at this time with us on Wake Up Nigeria, and every single sunrise gives us permission to begin all over again. So wherever you're watching us from, whether it's from Lagos, Kano, Benin, or maybe that quiet little corner of your heart, thank you so much for being part of the show. Now, it's not just a Tuesday, it's a door. And on the other side is everything you've been building in silence. So let's start this process together. Slowly, intentionally, but with a moment to breathe and remember exactly who we are. We're going to start today on a moment of reflection. You don't have to be on fire to shine. Sometimes presence is power. Not every morning needs to roar. Some mornings whisper, and it's okay. There's power in being still long enough to hear what your life is really asking of you. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. It's a pleasure being your host this morning. I'm going to have other members of the team join me in just a bit, but we would love for you to stay with us as much as you can. You can stream the show live on YouTube. Just search for TVC Entertainment. You can also visit our website, that's tvcentertainment.tv. And indeed, engage with us. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and all our social media platforms, or download our app for Android or iOS. Now, why am I giving you all that information? Because we have an amazing lineup just for you. Now, the kitchen is gonna come alive. Our kitchen is going to be blessed by Chef Destiny. He's gonna be making some spicy shrimp coconut rice. And I can't wait to see how that's gonna turn out. Victor Enemana Isa. He's also known as Monaz. He's a Nigerian gospel music artist. He's a producer driven to give life through music, and that's a performance we are looking forward to. And then on parenting, we're going to be having an interesting discussion. Why emotional intelligence, empathy, and community service must be a part of our curriculum. We have Boyede Adebanjo. She's going to be right here with us having this conversation, the managing director of Beehive Schools right here in Lagos. Then we'll be having another conversation. We have Vera Chikezie Oke. Now, she is an American board-certified clinical sexuality coach, master sexpert, counselor, coach, and public health advocate. Now, on our relationship discussion today, the intimacy languages are in focus. Have we tickled your fancy already? You need to stay tuned for that one. And then for a final conversation, Michael Ogenovo Straw, artistically known as Mick Straw, is going to be joining us. He's an enigmatic, alternative Afro soul artist, and he's blending African influences with soulful vocals and thought-provoking lyrics. He's actually a full-on vibe, and as soon as you meet him, you'll understand exactly what I mean. Okay then, have I given you enough for you to stay tuned? I believe I have. Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. Thank you for joining us. The federal government has scaled up tactical interagency efforts in effort to curb insecurity in the country. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, disclosed this at a joint security news conference in Abuja. Sifon Essien reports.
It's the maiden joint security conference organized by the National Orientation Agency. Representatives of security and intelligence agencies are present as the Director General of the National Orientation Agency provides an update on efforts of the federal government to tackle insecurity.
The federal government has escalated security operations nationwide, merging tactical enforcement with intelligence-led interventions. Banditry, insurgency, trafficking, and other crimes are being tackled through seamless interagency cooperation, resulting in major arrests, rescues, and asset seizures.
A breakdown of the effort shows that in the past 3 months, the police have conducted 326 operations, the NDLEA launched 1,572 raids, and the NSCDC resolved 720 conflicts.
The police have carried out 326 operations within the time frame that we are relating with, of which 2,109 arrests were made. 175 kidnapped victims were rescued. 78 terrorists were neutralized. 6 arms trafficking rings dismantled. Within the same period, 1,572 NDLEA raids occurred. 2.9 million kilograms of narcotics were seized. 720 conflicts resolved by the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps.
The goal of the briefing is to bridge the information gap and raise awareness that security is everyone's business. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Lawyers say a white South African farm worker accused of killing 2 black women says he was forced to feed their bodies to pigs. Adrian DeWitt is one of 3 men facing murder charges after Maria Makato, 45, Lucia Ndovo, 34, were killed while allegedly looking for food on a farm near Polokwane in South Africa's northern Limpopo province last year. Their bodies were then alleged to have been given to pigs in apparent attempt to dispose of the evidence. Mr. DeWitt, 20, turned state witness when the trial started on Monday and says farm owner Zachariah Johannes Olivier shot and killed the 2 women. Ms. Magato and Ms. Ndovo were searching for soon-to-expire dairy products which had been left for pigs when they were killed. Mr. DeWitt, a supervisor on the farm, will testify that he was under duress when he was forced to throw their bodies into the pig enclosure, according to both the prosecution and his lawyer. The trial has been postponed till next week. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has rewarded each member of the female basketball team, the Tigress, with $100,000. President Tinubu also gave each of the players a new apartment for emerging champions at the just concluded African Championship. Each member of the technical team also got $50,000. Now, the president also bestowed the national honor of Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, on each member of the team.
OON nationality honors for team, coach, and technical team. $100,000 for each player. $50,000 for coach and technical team, each member. 1 plot each for players, coach, and technical team. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown leadership by recognizing and rewarding our daughters who had excelled on the continental stage.
Congratulations to the Tigress there. And of course, our female sportswomen, they are doing so well this year. In fact, they're making us so proud. putting Nigeria on the map all over the world. All right, then that's how we wrap it up on news and sports for this hour right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But guess what? There is still so much more coming your way. Stay with us.
Yes, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Nigeria. It is time for some great music. You know how much I love music on the show right now. We have a great talent here. We have Victor Enamona. Now, he is probably known as Monaz. Now, he's a Nigerian gospel artist and producer driven to give life through music. And we're super excited to have you in the studio. How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
You're blessed.
So yeah.
That's a new one. So usually when I say how you doing, most people say I'm fine, I'm good, but I'm blessed. I'm going to take that one as well. But why would you say that? What has happened in your life this year? Tell us one blessing you received from God.
Okay, so it's an affirmation as it sounds. This year is the blessing is Thanksgiving. What I received is Thanksgiving. I got to a point in my life this year, I think within February, that I could not record or make music or even do anything productively.
Oh, wow.
Because I was just in myself trying to look for the next thing, like what's the next thing, where is the next place to go. Then I had a conversation with one of my friends and he put me on gratitude. That you are not thankful enough for what you have. Look at this time last year, like my friend in the studio can testify to like last year where I was and where I am now, like a whole big space you get. And I thank God for that. So keying into that, it's a blessing for me, and that has really helped me navigate this remaining part.
Absolutely. I think one thing I've also learned this year is count your blessings, not your problems.
Really important.
Now, I like the name Monaz, yes? Now, tell me about that name. How did you get that name?
So it's...
I always want to know when artists, get creative names. I want to know the meaning behind it.
So it's Monaz. It's a creative name. Yes.
Monaz, okay.
Yes, it's a creative name. My name is Victor Enemona.
Yes.
As you say. So there's Mona.
Okay,
that's how they call it. Yeah, that's how they call it in my place.
Okay, Enemona. All right.
Mona. So the short is Mona. So trying to fix it and get a name that can be SEO friendly and media friendly. There's Mona everywhere, even outside Nigeria. Mona Lisa, this sort of thing. So the short is Mona, it's everywhere. So Monaz means Mona with fire.
All right, Monaz.
Yes, Mona burning for God.
Oh, lovely. That's a beautiful name, by the way. And I'm also happy that you're doing a lot of digital marketing with SEO there. Like, okay, you want to be sure that you pop up properly. All right, but finally, just before you get to perform, you have an amazing song that you perform. What's the title of the song you're performing?
Yeah, I'm performing Good God.
Great?
Good God.
Good God.
Yes.
Awesome.
God.
Tell me one major thing God has done, for you this year.
So, going back to what I just said.
Yeah.
So, Good God, I have an EP out.
Okay.
Out last Friday, 1st of August. So this song is one of the songs from the EP.
What's the name of the EP?
Cedar.
Cedar?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Okay.
So Good God is part of the songs, and the message of the EP is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so I have a lineup of songs that give gratitude to God, because this is like the gratitude tonight is my lifestyle, is me now. So Good God is an expression of thank you, God.
All right.
Good God.
Awesome. I cannot wait for you to give us an amazing performance right now. I am sure that we'll be thankful
yeah,
after you're done.
Practically. That's
all right, okay.
Yeah,
let's go.
Thank you.
If you 10 toes. Only your word I confess. Upper than no fit go less. My holy don't you know be guest. After stay and see that my God. Oh, I saw the good girl. 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 When you get me for your mind, pass consequence. You give me higher like nothing to compare. It's God kind of like not heaven on earth. And the things we had if you sweet past I like that. You feel on my asset. Every day I dey collect. If you fill my cup and bucket, you put all my name is on 10 toes. Only your word my God, oh, I said a good girl. Oh, I said a good girl. Oh, I said a good girl. Good girl, good girl. Oh, I said a good girl.
Hey, I love that performance. Well done, Monaz. And right here with me in the kitchen is Chef Destiny. Chef Destiny, can you please come, please? Come quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning? Well done. So what are we making this morning?
We are making spicy shrimp coconut rice.
Spicy streamed coconut rice.
Yeah.
Why did you choose this meal this morning? Because I've been seeing a lot of coconut milk and everything.
Because I know that I just want to make something different today.
Okay.
Want to make some magic. I know that
Some
you guys
magic.
have not seen this before, but
So we're definitely going to enjoy tasting it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, run us through the ingredients quickly. What do we have? Because I see that you were trying to wash your rice
Yeah.
before they actually came to us. So what do we have here?
okay. Here we have onions. And
Okay.
we have our cooking oil.
Our cooking
we
oil.
have our veg for garnishing.
So we have the carrots here.
Yes, we have carrots.
And we have the red bell pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We have coconut
milk. Okay.
We have shrimps.
Shrimps. This is fresh shrimps,
Yeah,
right?
these fresh
Okay.
shrimps.
All right. So
And we have beans, red beans.
red beans.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
is this? What is this? Can we open this for
Yeah.
the viewers at home to see what this is? Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't spill that.
Yeah.
So what is this? What is right here?
This Chinese cooking wine.
Chinese cooking wine.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And light soy sauce mixing together.
Light soy sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are inside these
This
small containers?
Magista beef.
Oh no, we can't call that brand. So this is seasoning. This
oh.
seasoning, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What about this other one?
This is just pepper.
Pepper.
White pepper.
White pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we have in here?
We have our fresh garlic.
Fresh garlic.
Yeah.
So you already chopped all of this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this chopped from home, and I can see our ginger here.
Yeah.
And what is this? This
That's
whitish substance.
coconut powder.
Coconut powder.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said? I said, what is this whitish substance? Okay, so this is our coconut powder and our rice. So what's the first process? What are we starting with?
Okay, what we start with, we first boil rice.
We have to first boil our rice
we have
before
to
anything.
boil the rice. Yes,
Okay.
before
Okay.
anything.
So let's do that. You've washed the rice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say I want to make this particular meal now because I can see prawns, I can see coconut powder and all of everything. Okay, let me get water in here for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm your sous chef for today. Anything you need, Chef Destiny, I'm at your service.
Okay.
If I want to make this meal, Chef Destiny, how much is it going to cost to make this? Because I can see coconut powder here, I can see red beans, I can see a lot of things. And obviously, it's not cheap. So just give me an estimate if I want to make this. How much is it going to cost?
Like 70,000.
70,000.
Yeah.
Sir? You said?
Because 70K.
70,000 naira.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it, he said 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira for how many dishes now? Am I going to get like 10 dishes from this 70K? Because if I'm using 70K to make this dish,
That's for 3 portions.
3 portions, I'm going to get 70,000 naira.
Yeah.
So it's not a cheap meal. It is not a cheap meal. So we start with boiling our rice. So while we're boiling our rice, what are we going to be doing? Just by the side.
We just boil the rice, then we start our prepping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boil the rice and start prepping.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we hold for this to boil a bit before we add the rice, or we can just add now?
No, the water will boil, then we now add our coconut milk and coconut powder.
Okay, coconut milk, coconut powder goes in.
Yeah.
Okay, whilst all of that is going on, we also work on our vegetables,
Yeah,
right? Are we going
yes.
to be frying that separately before pouring? Is it a one-pot dish?
You see how we make it.
Ah, I'll see how you make it. So
Yeah.
I should not ask too many questions. I should just watch you do your magic.
You see, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Whilst you are still doing all of that, and we are just going to be seeing you doing it. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Now, there is a conversation that some people like to avoid because possibly they're also addicts when it comes to gambling and online betting, do you really have a handle on your activities? Mr. Ladipo Abiose is the visionary founder of Gamble Pause Initiative Africa. It's a pioneering non-profit organization leading the fight against gambling addiction and promoting responsible gaming across Nigeria and the African continent. Now, under his leadership, Gamble Pause has emerged as a trusted voice in public health advocacy, awareness, and rehabilitation. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Gamble Pause.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yes.
I feel like the story behind that is a very strong one. Do you want to give us a summary of why you went into this?
Okay, so main reason I went into setting up Gamble Pause was because I actually lived the experience. Okay. That was like a strong motivation for me to push this initiative. Interestingly enough, I experienced gamble harm for about 9 years. Okay. And so it's been on and off.
So
right?
Did you say gamble harm?
Yeah, gamble harm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't see gambling as an affliction of any kind.
Yeah.
They see it as entertainment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do you explain to someone who has been doing this for years that they're actually harming themselves?
Okay, so firstly, it just all depends on the whole motive behind you indulging in gambling activities, okay. Right? A lot of people see it as a form of entertainment, yeah. While some people see it as a money-making mechanism, okay. Right? So it's just about, we're just trying to create awareness. And also let people understand that, yeah, you could bet responsibly, but you need to understand the signs of gamble harm, the signs of gambling addiction. Okay. So now, what are the signs of gambling addiction? Chasing losses. Right? Chasing losses. So that's like the major sign that is where you get gripped in addiction.
So in other words, if you take a bet and then you take a loss, you're trying to recoup from that loss.
Exactly.
So chasing losses is a sign.
It's part of the sign, yeah.
Okay.
Borrowing to gamble.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the signs of gambling addiction. Sure. Isolation, because sometimes at the point where you're losing, so you're having a losing streak, the next thing is you feel like you need to concentrate more, and that way you're staying away from your social circle. Okay. Just trying to concentrate. You feel like you understand the game, you understand the mechanism behind the game. Okay. You understand?
You know this game, so if
exactly.
you just focus,
exactly.
you'll get it.
Exactly.
So that is also a sign
So that has
addiction.
also a sign of addiction, right? Also, when you are having strained relationships as well, right? And by having strained relationships, you're probably entitled to financial benefits from them, right? Because you're already losing so much in your gambling activities, right? You're wondering why your friend can't borrow you money, yeah. Or is just being on your neck for owing him so much, owing him for a longer period of time. Okay. So those would lead to strained relationships. Definitely. Right?
So in other words, it's the only thing I can say is it's destroying lives, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just to go straight to the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Lives and lifestyles.
Exactly.
Because if you're borrowing so much and trying to chase losses, there could be points where you end up using money for your children's school fees to gamble.
Exactly.
Or money for your rent to gamble.
Exactly.
And that's when it gets really serious.
Really serious.
Then, we hear of cases of loan sharks and things like that getting into the mix.
Exactly.
Okay, so what exactly does Gamble Pause do as an initiative? What are the processes? What do people expect when they come to you?
Okay, so firstly, we Gamble Pause is a non-profit organization, okay. Promoting responsible gambling, okay. Advocating against underage gambling, and also we provide help and support to people and individuals, players struggling with gamble harm. Okay. So how I've been able to do that, I will speak to the first part where I spoke about responsible gambling. Okay. What we've been able to do is leverage social media and create awareness, letting people know that there's something called gambling addiction. So it's not that you're having a bad day, you are experiencing an addiction. So by creating awareness, we're speaking to people, engaging people on Twitter, creating communities, spreading the word right? And that's why I'm here today to spread the word on this platform as well. Sure. In a bid to curb underage gambling, what we've done as an organization and as an initiative is go to schools. Okay. So we've not been able to go to so many schools, but we've been able to visit 5 schools. Yeah. An interesting thing about our engagement and what makes it different and unique is the fact that while we go to these schools, we try as much as possible to make impact, right, by engaging them in debate sessions, right? And that would exactly. So that would make them read, get more enlightened about the topic, and also stand as ambassadors in their own communities. So that way we are able to spread the word in that sector. So the plan is to get a lot of volunteers in that social space, and that's for the underage, between 12 and 16. So
you're saying that young people between 12 and 16 are actively gambling on a regular basis?
Yes.
Wow. With or without the knowledge of their parents?
Yes. So so again, because of the exposure to the internet, access to the internet has given no restrictions. Okay. Right.
So most of these sports betting apps, they don't have age restrictions, really, do they?
Yet also legally you shouldn't indulge in gaming activities if you are below 18. Okay. But again, the platforms don't have like robust structures to verify ages on their platform. Okay. So that has given access to underage gamers, right? Wow. They have very weak regulations on their platforms. What they do basically is just ask you, if are you above 18, click yes.
Click yes.
Yes, that's all.
And that's it. And
there's no form of age verification. There's no form of identity check to confirm a player's age. So that's giving the underage players access to gaming activities. So
I'm not sure if you have any on-hand statistics of how many people are actually afflicted with this.
Okay, so currently in Nigeria, we have over 65 million people gambling daily.
65 million people are gambling
daily.
Daily?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so and we've been, based off secondary data, we've been also been able to confirm that about 1 to 8% of that number are problem gamblers. That means that 1 to 8% of that numbers are struggling with gambling addiction.
That's over 600,000.
Exactly, 600,000 to about 3-4 million.
Wow, are
currently struggling with gambling addiction. Wow. And also we have our 10% to 15% of 65 million people gambling every day at risk of gambling.
Of course.
Yeah, so that what it means is that once you indulge in these activities daily, right, without proper awareness, right, there are high chances that you get addicted. You get, again, the point where you get addicted is when you're chasing losses. That's where it all starts from. But for what I figured is the problem starts when you win big.
That's when the challenge starts.
That's where the problem starts.
And I actually feel like these algorithms probably make sure that the first few wins are big, very good wins, just to pull you in.
Exactly.
Of course, there's no proof of that, but it just feels like something that that some of these platforms might be doing to pull people in.
Exactly. So there's this. So there's a particular game a lot of our clients get hooked on, which is the virtual games. Okay.
The ones that don't. So that's fantasy.
Exactly.
Fantasy
so the virtual games, where you play games. It has a popular one called Aviator. Okay. A lot of people indulge in that that gaming activity and is highly addictive. Wow. And the way it works is, firstly, you feel like you understand the game. Okay. And you get hooked. Now you make money so fast. Right, it's so quick. You get your reward in minutes. Okay. So first, when people started gambling, or when a lot of people indulge in gaming activities, you notice a lot of people were playing betting on football games. Yeah. Right.
But then it
has advanced, and the reason why it advanced was based off the fact that a lot of people couldn't wait for 90 minutes, the duration of a football match, 90 minutes, and so they are looking at getting quick cash. right? And so yes, so that you get a reward for that game in 1 second. So you could easily make 10 million in 1 minute and also lose 10 million in 1 minute.
So, you know what, this is a conversation that this segment is just definitely not long enough for.
Yeah.
But I have to say what you're doing is commendable. Gamble Pause Initiative, thank you so much for bringing this to the table and letting us know what you're doing. And good luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you very much.
But final thoughts on what exactly parents or loved ones of gambling addicts can do in just 1 minute.
Okay, so we've set up the first gambling rehabilitation center in Nigeria.
Okay.
What we are doing there is helping people recover, and also trying to integrate them back into the system.
Okay.
So in the journey of recovery, also we're looking at partnering with skill acquisition centers where we could refer them to after their recovery process.
Thank you so much for coming to talk to us at BFC.
Thank you very much.
And really, good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. Let's hear your thoughts. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and give us your comments and contributions on this particular matter. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be taking a quick break. There's more after this. It's about 8:04 a.m. in the morning and you are still riding strong with Wake Up Nigeria. Now, we're stepping into our second hour of the show and just like that, the city is in motion. Phones are ringing, offices are filling, traffic is testing your patience. Life is happening. We know, we get it, but this is where your energy begins to take shape. This hour is about rhythm, reflection, stepping into the version of yourself that is ready to move into the day with intentionality. Now, you've already won the first battle. Don't worry. You woke up, you showed up, and now we're building that momentum that you need for an amazing day. My name is Titilaya Oyinson. Remember, you can use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV. Now, guess what's happening in the kitchen? For some reason, Zainab allowed Edgar to enter the kitchen and be part of that conversation. What's going on? Honestly, how did you let that happen?
I don't even know how it happened. I just saw this man wearing yellow and black behind me. I don't even know how it happened, but he's right here and I can't send him away. We'll help him. We'll give him small food.
What can you guys do without Chef E?
Oh.
What can you guys do without me?
Chef E can only boil water to
I am the spice to the meal. I am the salt to that food. I am the sugar to the tea. I am the what else? What else
exactly.
I'm everything.
Please don't take this stuff away from Chef Destiny because you're not the chef in the kitchen today. You are just here to watch.
I'm just here to watch.
Beg for food.
Wow.
Right here with me in the kitchen is Chef Destiny and our shrimp rice, right?
Yeah.
It's coming in really nicely. It looks really beautiful.
Can you smell
the aroma
that?
here is incredible.
Woo.
So he has stir fried all the shrimp and he's added the rice. And breakfast is ready.
Destiny. If you allow me give you some tips, I can change your destiny.
Don't fall for it. That's what I'm going to tell you.
That aroma is enticing, Chef Destiny. Woo!
Exactly.
It's making me, it's really exciting.
Don't worry, you get a plate. He doesn't.
I'm not eating this week.
Oh, you're
actually.
not?
No,
are we on a dry fast?
I'm not in a dry fast. I'm just not eating this week.
Oh my God, so sorry.
I'll help you.
Sorry,
I'll help you, Titi. I'll help you.
Yeah, I have goals.
Oh, nice. I love
goals.
that.
I'll help you, Titi.
1 week of fasting. 1 week of fasting. 1 week. You know what? Let's tell everybody what we are doing on the rest of the show today. We have a very interesting parenting conversation. We're discussing why emotional intelligence, empathy, and community service must be part of your curriculum. We have Boyede Adebanjo coming onto the couch with us. Now, she is the managing director of Beehive Schools right here in Lagos. Then we have Vera Chikezie Oke. Okay, I got it right this time. Now she's an American board certified clinical sexuality coach. She's a master sexpert, counselor, coach, and public health advocate. Now on our relationship discussion today, intimacy languages are in focus. I know we've heard of love languages, but intimacy languages, are we attuned to the intimacy languages of our partners? I guess we'll find out very soon. And for a final conversation, I've been looking forward to this one. Mitch Straw is in the building already. He's been giving us an amazing vibe right here in the studio. Now he's gonna be giving us that enigmatic, alternative Afro soul vibe. And as an artist, he's been blending African influences with soulful vocals and thought-provoking lyrics for quite a while now, many years in fact. We'll be talking to him about that journey very, very soon. Yes, he's also the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome. Very tall and very dark and very handsome. Can't wait for that conversation to come up later on. But yeah, we'll be taking a quick break and then we'll be giving you some more.
All right, it is time for some relationship conversation, a brilliant one, because we have a beautiful young lady in the studio here with us. We have Vera Chikezie Oke. Now, she is an American board-certified clinical sexuality coach, a master sexpert, a counselor coach, and a public health advocate. Now, in relationship, we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic. I know you guys are saying, why are you smiling already? It's because this is one for those that are married. And if you're not married, please just bring out your note and write what you can write. All right. Now, this one is intimacy languages. All right. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
I can tell you're very good. When I say how you doing, just say look. Or just say look at me.
Okay, just look at me.
I can tell you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
Wow, it is quite an interesting topic, intimacy languages. Now, just like Titi mentioned in the intro that we've heard about love languages.
Yes.
What is the difference between love languages and intimacy languages?
Okay, so love languages basically is how you receive love and how you give love. So intimacy languages basically is how you receive intimacy, how you receive pleasure, how you receive sensuality, and how you give it.
All right, so what is intimacy? Let's define it. What is intimacy really?
Okay, so intimacy is into your spouse see. I can say into me see. So when I'm talking to my spouse, I say into me see. So basically that's intimacy, and then intimacy boils down to various aspects, which is not really talked about. There's financial intimacy, there's emotional intimacy, there's intellectual intimacy, and then obviously the intercourse part of it.
All right. Awesome. Now, just before we get deep into the different types of intimacy and understanding the intimacy languages, I just want to find out, is it possible to be intimate with someone that you do not love? Is it possible to be intimate with someone you do not love?
It's possible to be intimate with someone you do not love based on the definition of intimacy.
Okay.
Right. But if you're talking intercourse, now that's different. Okay. So men are logical, women are emotional. It's easy for a man to have intercourse with someone he does not love because it's just a logical thing, it's a physical thing, right? So that's what's called physical intimacy. That's an aspect of intimacy called physical intimacy. But then again, as for women, like we always say that we are different, the pink and blue, definitely. We are different. So as a woman, it's difficult to actually be into a be physically intimate with someone that you really don't have connection with emotionally. So I can call that love.
All right. So just before we get into the different types of intimacy languages, this is just me asking, okay? When a young man says, oh, he had intercourse with a lady, but he loves another, is that statement correct? Or is it, because I'm just thinking here, most women would say it's not possible. If you really love me, you cannot be intimate with someone else. But I'm just wondering, is that a correct statement to make? Or is it even wrong from the idea and the concept of it?
It's possible. I wouldn't say whether it's correct or wrong. it's possible to actually be intimate with one and love another. Right. Now, because the definition of love is deeper than just physical.
Okay.
Right. So it's possible to be intimate with one and love another. But like I said, we are different. Men translate love differently and women translate it differently, and women understand it differently. So for a man, when you say you love him, you give of yourself. Okay. That means, so when you say you love him, he expects that you give yourself to him. The way you show him you love him is that you get intimate. Physically intimate with him.
So let's talk about the different types of intimate languages. All right.
Okay, so just like we have the 5 love languages, we have the 5 intimacy languages.
All right.
We have fun.
Fun
or play.
Okay, fun or play.
Yeah.
That's what they call rough play. I see where they get these things from now. So that's rough play. But let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so fun is whoever speaks the intimacy language of fun wants to be playful, wants to explore, wants to do different things, spontaneity, right? Then we have sensual.
No, give me an example of that. When you mean fun, what are they? When you mean play, I want you to just have like practical examples of kind of play.
So someone who speaks the intimacy language of fun would not want to have intercourse monotonously, just wants to be on the bed all the time. This person would want to explore different areas, different styles. This person doesn't want to put it on a schedule. This person wants to have spontaneous.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay.
So sensual is another form of intimacy languages, and sensual basically senses, 5 senses. This person wants to connect, wants to feel touch, wants to taste, wants to hear, wants to see. This person is moved by the 5 senses.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
Then emotional intimacy language, the person, you have to connect with the person emotionally first. Before you go down there, you have to go up here.
All right.
You have to connect with the person's emotion. You have to know what the person is feeling per time to be able to connect down there. Then we have the mental person, the intellectual person. This person wants, I'm speaking politics, I'm speaking engineering, I'm speaking we need to connect mentally first. You have some couples that because they don't understand what language the spouse is speaking, you are just firing.
So wait, now, just very sure, I'm trying to put this into a better context here. So what you're saying with this one is, some people like people who are their partners to have like serious conversations with them, and they want to be able to tell that this person is intelligent, this person is brilliant, and then that gives them like the green light.
Yeah, it's all done by the person's mental intelligence.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
You have people that you sit down and you're listening to them talk and you're like, wow.
That's how I am. Whenever I see them when I talk, I don't know. People are like, I see the comments. They always use comments like, this guy is really intelligent. I mean, they've never said they want to have intercourse with him, but they just say, he's very intelligent. I like the way he sounds. I like the way he talks.
Basically, it does something.
Yes.
It does something to the person that his or her intimacy language is actually mental intelligence.
All right.
Right. And then we have the spiritual aspect.
Spiritual, yes.
The spiritual one is, you have to connect. Everybody has what they connect to, what higher authority they connect to.
Yeah.
So you have someone that is basically just sitting there, and then maybe you are a gospel artist, right? Or you are a preacher.
Yes. Or a prayer warrior.
Yes. Or you have deep understanding of God's word, or whatever you believe in.
All right.
Basically, it has a way of turning the person on.
Okay. So how do you find out your partner's intimacy language? How do you find it? Do you just ask? Or?
So the same way you are speaking English.
Okay.
And I'm understanding it. So that's the way it works. That's the same way love languages works. Okay. So it's the language you speak.
You know the reason why I'm saying this? With love languages, I realize that people really do not even know their love language. They only think this is what it is, but in reality, it's not. I'll give you a good example. Now, a friend of mine, when I asked her what's your love language, she said physical touch. But I realized that this lady would prefer if you buy her gifts, more gifts than physical touch. So over time, I think people just assume this is what it is.
The problem is this. People think that love languages is what they want to hear. It's actually what you speak.
Okay.
Right. So someone whose love language is gifts would always come to you with a gift.
Okay.
Someone whose love language is words of affirmation would always speak well of you, speak well to you, will always blow your lights.
All right.
Right. Someone whose love language is quality time always wants to spend time with you.
Okay.
So it's a language you speak.
All right.
Right. So over time, now we both speak different languages, and then that's how we start. And we get married. We get married, you are speaking Igbo, for instance, and I'm speaking Yoruba.
Yeah.
And then it takes communication and communion for us to get to a point where I begin to understand that when you say bia, you mean come. And when I say wa, I mean come. Do you understand? And then over time, we interchange because we now start speaking each other's languages. So that's why they usually say that the first few years of marriage is kind of shaky because we're trying to understand each other. So the same way it happens with love language, the same way it happens with intimacy language, it takes understanding, watching. Because sometimes when you ask a question, the person doesn't know what you're talking about.
All right. That is quite an interesting one. I mean, there is a lot to learn when it comes to topics like this. But that is all that we can take at this time. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
There is no way me, I'll call your number so that I can learn what other things. You understand? Because this topic is quite interesting. All right, but that is all that we can take at this time. We'll be right back after the short break. Please do not go anywhere. Still Wake Up Nigeria. Okay?
Welcome back. It's time for our parenting conversation right now, and I'm always looking forward to conversations like this because sometimes I like to ask this question. I know that everyone knows about IQ, your intelligence quotient, but have you actually ever thought about your EQ, your emotional quotient? Now we're here to discuss why emotional intelligence, empathy, and community service must be part of your school curriculum. And with us we have Boyede Adebanjo, the Managing Director of Beehive Schools. Now, under her leadership, the school has launched initiatives that promote empathy, mental wellness, and service learning, all while maintaining strong academic performance. It's great to have you here in the building with us.
Thank you.
All right, so you need to let us in on your journey just a little. Tell us how you got into the education space.
Okay, I'd say I've been in it all my life.
Okay.
So my mom, bless her memory, was a teacher, and she founded Beehive School in 1986.
Okay.
And at dinner tables and all of that, we would discuss Beehive. So it was very much a part of my childhood.
Yeah.
But then I studied accounting. I'm a finance professional.
Okay.
And then in 2018, it became she was ill for a while.
Okay.
And it just became a burden on my heart to step in full time.
Okay.
And just the little things that she would pick up on,
Sure.
I realized that nobody was picking up on those little things. And I moved in full time to Beehive in 2018. And it's probably the best thing that I've done in my career to date.
That sounds really amazing, and it's a really nice journey arc. But then the initiatives the school has put together, it's not something that every school is doing, especially with regards to emotional intelligence. Why did you decide to work on these initiatives?
I mean, when you look at what's happening today, children are there's a lot of digital distraction. There's a lot of emotional disconnect. And we sat on many meetings and we're thinking, how do we get these children, intrinsically motivated to do their work, to be interested in their learning? And we realized that if they're able to be emotionally balanced, emotionally intelligent, they would be able to direct their own education better.
Okay.
And that has always been a goal for us, that the children should be able to want to do well and direct themselves to do well.
Okay, so I've already mentioned intelligence versus emotional intelligence. Yeah. I've heard of loads of schools that push great grades. They even put up billboards and write the grades on the billboards without thinking about the emotional intelligence aspects of things. Now, you need to talk to us about why you think empathy and emotional intelligence is core for the curriculum.
Okay. So academic progress is always going to be good, always going to be something that we chase after. But when you're talking about a total education, talking about a whole child, it's much more than the academic grades, because not every child is going to be an A student. Some are going to be average students. Yeah. And what really makes them great now and in future is how well, they're able to manage themselves and manage the relationships that they find themselves in.
Okay.
And I think that EQ, emotional quotient, is probably a better indication of longer-term success than intelligence quotient. Because you have some children who are not so great academically in school, but then they get older and they're probably doing better than their peers who were, A students. And it's probably because they've been able to manage the right relationships. They've been able to talk their way through, to the top. They've been able to actually show what they can do as opposed to just, what's in their head. So I think it's emotional intelligence, empathy, kindness is a top skill that will be needed for future success.
So I know that your school has engaged in this aspect of community service and empathy, but then I'm thinking about the parents that these kids go home to. What sort of conversations do you have with parents who are not really that concerned about the empathy and emotional side to things?
I mean, at the general forums, PTAs and things like that, we try to bring it up, especially when we're talking about, how we manage discipline and anti-bullying and all of that. And we say to them that we try to model good behavior in school. We expect that the home is in partnership with us. Because with children, it's do as I do, not do as I say. Because it's what they see you do that they would emulate, that they would also do. So we try to encourage parents to work in line with school values, which we put everywhere. We say to the children every day, excellence, integrity, creativity, and all of those things. So it's an ongoing conversation with parents. But I think what it is that parents need to demonstrate these things to the children, and that's really how they'll copy them and get even better.
So I love the idea of, talking to the parents about this, but then actively in school, I know that there's always that added concern, whenever parents hear, okay, we're going to donate this or we're going to do that in this community, it just feels like, this school have come again, they're asking us to do something again. But there must be a reason why you decided to do all this community work.
So one of the best ways to learn how to be a good leader is to serve. So what we try to do at Beehive every year is to have a project, a school-wide project, where the children are giving back. And the children, especially the Year 6 children, actually decide on what the project will be. It has to be in line with one of the SDG goals, at least one. I know that about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they decided that the Beehive School will eradicate hunger in Nigeria. Of course, that was, a tall dream, but then we encourage them because that's the beginning. I mean, if they started today, then they'll do even more tomorrow. And I think, and then this year, what they did was to work with a local government school nearby, and they did a stationery drive. So they gathered books, exercise books, textbooks, storybooks, stationery, and they collected and went to present it to the school. So I know it may seem burdensome to parents, but what we said was that it doesn't even have to be new books. If you have old books the children have read and they're happy to share, please bring them along.
So the kids themselves must have been really excited about this particular project. But you were trying to push, was it empathy, or what was it exactly that you were working on?
Service, community, spirit, all of that embedded in one. To go out of your way for somebody else. And when you get there, you sort of feel valued. You see that there are people living a completely different life from what you are living, and it just makes you also feel good about yourself. I remember when they did the food drive, they went to 2 different orphanages, and some of them came back and they were in tears. They were moved to do more in future.
So this was all sort of molding the emotional intelligence side to these kids. But how early should they begin this journey? Parents at home probably watching, kids are on holiday. What can they do this holiday to push better emotional intelligence with their kids?
I think, first of all, the parents can start with the conversations. So, sit down with the children, ask them, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Oh, you did this in school. How did it make you feel? What do you think you can do in future to do more in that line? So those conversations are really good. Many people don't really ask children what they think about things. So yes, that conversation. And then demonstrating it. If you have, we're in Lagos, so most people have people that are less privileged around them. You know, just little acts of kindness. There was another program we did in the school called Little Acts, Big Hearts, just to show that it doesn't need to be a mega act of kindness. Even the small ones add up. So I think the parents can focus on that.
I have to say thank you to you for coming to talk to us about this. And it has given me, myself, a little different perspective on why it's important to gather this emotional intelligence, even as parents, towards our kids. This holiday is a great opportunity for us to engage our kids a little bit more. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts. You can always tag us if you have any aspects of the conversation you'd like to continue. Use our handle, that's Wake Up Nigeria, TVCE on Instagram. We're taking another quick break. Wake Up Nigeria continues after this.
I am so excited about this conversation, and we are joined by Michael Ogenovo Straw, artistically known as Mitch Straw. He's an enigmatic alternative Afro soul artist who blends African influences with soulful vocals and thought-provoking lyrics. Hello, Mitch Straw.
I'm shy now, I'm shy.
But we've been vibing off camera
I'm shy
now.
because when you just did that little bio, sounded hot.
It was just,
I was feeling myself.
Stop it.
I can't believe it. Oh, was it me?
It was.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. So now let's talk about you. Who is Mitch Straw for those who are just meeting you for the first time?
Oh my days, that's a lot of people. that's a lot of people. I'm humble, people.
Yeah,
I'm
humble. Oh yeah,
humble,
no. So yeah, but tell us.
All right. I was born in Lagos.
Okay.
Shout out to my mom.
Mama made it. Hi, mommy. Thank you, mommy.
Mama made it. But yeah, I was born in Lagos. I was born in GRA. I went to Beehive. Funny enough. And I started music like 2 years after I moved back to Nigeria. This is 2014. So that's 2016. I started producing, started writing. Then I got opportunities to perform on different platforms and literally just been on that journey since. And here we are, TVC with you.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So now I saw something in your bio which is really curious to me.
Am I ready for this?
Are you ready for this question?
My goodness
You're known
gracious.
as a sonic renegade.
Hey.
You want to tell us about that? Where did that reputation come from? Because if I know what the meaning of renegade is, you need to tell us about that. So why do you call yourself a sonic renegade?
Do I call myself a sonic renegade? I mean, the person that wrote that bio.
Oh, it's the person that wrote the bio.
The person that wrote that bio.
Scriptwriter, please. Just next time.
Word.
We need to. You cannot be doing this to him because now I'm asking him. He cannot even remember why you called him Sonic Renegade.
But what I think it is because I've just stuck to. I stuck to my original ideas. I try to be as authentic as possible. I think like in our environment, there's not as much authenticity, if I can say that. So it's just nice to be able to put your best foot forward, irrespective of your shortcomings, irrespective of just your environment. So that's what I've just tried to do in being that way. So then I don't make the songs that we all hear. I just make the songs that I hear, I get from, that universal download, that godly, pat on the head. Amen. So once I receive it, I put it down.
I love it.
Sung it.
It's lovely.
So that's the renegade, yeah.
All right, so let's describe your sound. It's alternative, right?
Yes.
So if you were to actually describe it, tell us about your sound.
In a simple way, I'll just say soul.
Soul.
I'll just say soul in a simple way. I think like Nigeria right now with music, we're in a place where we can afford to say we have genres. It's not just Afrobeats. It's not just Afrobeats anymore.
We hear Afrofusion. We hear Afro soul. We hear Afro depression.
Jesus.
Yes, that's Omale.
Shout out. But yeah. So we're just at that point now. So I would just say soul simply because it's a lot of it, even with the lyrics, with what I'm trying to convey, what I want people to feel. So I have to be very honest. I have to be as transparent as possible. I can't do big boy. It's my outlet. I didn't really grow up being loud. So music is an outlet for me to actually fully express myself because I'm actually introverted. Even though I may come off.
I know, but you've been very extroverted in the studio.
We worked it. You know, you have to. You get used to it. So guys, it's possible.
It is. Amen. Okay, so you said soul now. How long have you been doing this for? Because it looks like you're not new to this market.
Oh man, we're approaching 10 years soon.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
10 years. I'm afraid of saying that, you know, but 10 years soon. Anyway, you know, we've put in a lot of work. I was literally just performing at a festival on Saturday, so it's wild. It's wild. It's wild.
Before we go, before I ask you this next question, I know your music was actually used a lot in Skinny Girl in Transit. And a lot of us watched Skinny Girl in Transit. I was in university when Skinny Girl in Transit came out. And a lot of people don't know that. So how many songs do you have from that particular series quickly?
I thought it was one, but I think there might be 3.
3 songs.
I think there might be 3.
Aww.
Don't get me wrong. Check. I think there's like Come Again. Okay. There's Ready. Yeah. I don't know if there's Yours Sincerely on there. Yours Sincerely might be on there, but I'm not sure. But yeah. That was. I didn't even know it was gonna be what it is. Like now, it's like it's a classic.
It is a classic. It really blew up, honestly.
Especially
from
for young
season
ladies,
1 to like
for
season
young
5.
people.
Yes.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys.
Call me.
All right. So let's talk about your latest work, Beaming.
Beaming.
Tell us about Beaming. I would like for you to just sing to it a little bit. Just tell us about the inspiration behind the song Beaming.
Ooh, type of feeling I've been needing. It's kind of like what you're doing right now. You're beaming right now.
I'm beaming right now.
You're beaming right now. So that's literally what it's about. It's like you're beaming. It's like me seeing your light. You know, if you're a believer, it's that light that's already in you, you know.
So can we just feel it a bit so you can just sing along and let me just start beaming and start moving my body. So can we hear the music?
So more light.
I keep on falling in love with you. I keep on falling in love with you.
That literally took me away. That's an amazing sound.
Thank you.
And I can hear a lot of Sade in it.
She's one of the greatest.
Yes.
I'm on my way.
Yes, you are on your way.
But she's one of the greatest.
Thank you so much, Mitch Straw. This was an amazing interview, and you're doing something so phenomenal. And we have food to actually reward you for all this hard work this morning.
Ciao, day.
Ciao, day. You go like the food where?
Bye,
Don't
guys.
worry.
Bye.
Thank you, Mitch Straw.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you. So but before that happens, we have another musical performance that we're all going to be vibing to. His name is Monaz, and he's currently on stage. So I can't wait to see you boogie down, because I know you can really dance.
What you saying?
In all of that 6'4". Am I right? You are 6'4", Abby?
6'5".
6'5". I'm right now. Oh yeah, now. So, thank you so much. So Monaz is going to be doing that, and I'm going to take it to the kitchen so we can boogie down and have some food.
Oh my God.
For you.
I'm ready.
High five.
This is a turn up of life. Like you guys are like, what?
You
Let's
like
go.
food? All right, now let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I keep on falling in love with I keep on falling in love with
Scintillating sound.
Now I feel it coming in
Woo!
you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. No, so I was just thinking about the intimacy conversation and this kind of music.
Yes.
So
Yes.
It works. It works. We have.
I think some people also eat, when it comes to food, that's where they get intimate.
Oh.
They build intimacy from food.
I don't know what to take this conversation now. He just threw me off,
Sorry.
but it's fine. I'm coming back to the chef right now.
Chef Destiny.
Destiny, what did we put on the plate?
Coconut, spicy shrimp coconut rice.
Spicy shrimp coconut rice. Oh my God. So
Please have a taste, Mitch. Please have a taste. It's all yours.
All right, Mitch. I just want that you stood up. No. Take a seat.
Are you sure? No, are you sure this is not worth me standing? Are you sure?
I brought it close.
People are going to really think I'm like a foodie, even though I am.
You are.
Here we go. All
So, coconut rice and shrimp.
Let's get in there.
All right.
Let's get in
That's
there.
good.
Should I have some shrimp in there
Yes,
as well?
please.
Yeah, some kidney beans.
One word. One
All right,
word.
Tell me, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see?
Is that good, huh? It's really good. It's great food.
Well done,
we
Chef
know.
Destiny.
Chef Destiny.
Well done.
He's been anticipating what you're going to say. He's looking eagerly at just a word, just one word.
All right. You know what? I think with that, we can have Monaz take us out of the show. Thank you so much.
Monaz,
Thank you.
take it away.
Celebration of the end for where you did. My life you fully load for your display. Green every day, I love it, yeah. And every day that is good and perfect, you know you gave it to me. I know you said it, Matthew 7.